Very good morning, students. In last video, we discussed regarding electric circuit definition and the types of electric circuit. They are in complete circuit and incomplete circuit, followed by series circuit. Cells are connected in series and bulbs are connected in series, and how those appliances are working. Now, in this video, we will discuss about the cells are connected in parallel. If 3 or more cells are connected in parallel, for example, what is the behavior when those 3 cells are connected with a single bulb? Right. Now, for that purpose here, I took 3 different voltage cells. Different potential difference unna 3 cells తీసుకున్నాం. That is 1.5 volts, 3 volts and 4.5 volts. So, you know every cell has 2 terminals, positive terminal and negative terminal. Those 3 cells are combined with a common positive terminal. This is called as combined positive terminal. This is called as combined negative terminal. And 3 positive terminals ni join chesam anamata. So then it is called as common positive terminal. Simply if you can join 3 negative terminals, that is called as common negative terminal. Right. So those positive terminal and negative terminal are connected with a bulb along with the switch. Then the circuit is a complete circuit. There is no gap at anywhere in the circuit. Right. Automatically, when the switch is in on position, this is called as on position. When the switch is in on position, bulb will glow. Right. So, now coming to the behavior or simply brightness of the bulb. Enta brightness tho bulb glow avutundi. Simply, with the help of the formula electromotive force of the bulb. Electromotive force is nothing but a greater value of individual cell. Out of 3 cells, what is the greater value? 4.5 volts only. So, ఎప్పుడైతే మనం సెల్స్ ని parallel తో కనెక్ట్ చేసామో the bulb will glow with greater EMF of the individual cell. Out of 3, 4.5 only greater no ma. That's why bulb will glow here 4.5 volts. For example, here unfortunately in 4.5 voltage cell, chemicals completed. That means cell become dead. That means it is a primary cell, the cell become dead. Then what about the working capacity of the bulb? Bulb is working or not? If any one of the cell become dead, there is no change in the working capacity of the bulb. Still bulb will glow anamata. Glow avutune untundi. That is the best advantage of the cell. Not only 4.5 volt cell, any one of the cell. Right? That means if in 4.5 volt cell chemicals are completed, immediately bulb will glow the next capacity, that is 3 volts. After that, if 3 volts chemicals are completed, then it will glow with 1.5 volts. So like that, here if the cells are connected in parallel, the bulb will glow in an independent manner. That means it has independent connection with each and every cell when they are connected in parallel. Now coming to the next concept, bulbs are connected in parallel. Right. If 3 bulbs here I took, A, B, C. 3 bulbs I took. So those 3 bulbs are connected with individual single battery, 9 volts battery along with a switch. See, observe the connection of each and every bulb along with battery and switch. Let us consider the first bulb A. It is starting from this terminal. For example, it is a negative terminal of the bulb. It is connected through battery along with the switch to negative terminal of the same bulb. Similarly, observe the connection connection for B bulb again from the negative terminal of the B bulb to cell or a battery through switch along with positive terminal of this bulb. Second bulb. In the same manner, C bulb also. From the negative terminal of the C bulb is connected to the battery, positive terminal of the battery along with the switch to positive terminal of the third bulb C. So what you observe from this Amma? Each and every bulb has individual connection. The best example for parallel connection is all the appliances connected in our homes. Example in our home, in hall, for example 2 or 3 fans we have. All those 3 fans have separate switches. At the same time, fan has a separate switch and light has also separate switch. That means individual connection. One is not dependent on other one. Right, such a connection is called as a parallel connection. Simply parallel circuit. That means in parallel circuit, all the appliances are working independently. Here bulbs తీసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి all bulbs working independently. When the switch is in on position, all bulbs will glow. But in a separate connection. That is a very important point. Next, for example, unfortunately, any one of the bulb is fused. Filament was broken anamata. Filament break అయిపోయింది. Then, any change in working capacity of the remaining bulbs A and C. ఒక ఫ్యాన్ స్విచ్ ఆపేస్తే నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్యాన్ అలా రన్ అవుతూనే ఉంటుంది కదమ్మా, అదేమీ ఆఫ్ అవ్వదు. Those two have individual connections, right? Like that, in the same manner here also, any one of the bulb was fused, there is no change in the working capacity of the remaining 2 bulbs. Still work anamata, inka glow avutune untayi. Any one of the bulb, either B is fused or C is fused or A is fused. Remaining bulbs still continuously work. Then, with what capacity the bulb will glow? Enta capacity tho bulb glow avutundi? Very important point. Each and every bulb will glow with the maximum capacity of the battery in the circuit. మనం 9 volts battery తీసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి all bulbs will glow with 9 volts capacity. 9 volts voltage తో glow అవుతూనే ఉంటాయి. That's why in parallel circuit, bulb will glow with much brighter గా glow అవుతాయి. Right amma? But in series what happened? In series connection, all the bulbs shared the EMF. EMF ని షేర్ చేసుకుంటాయి. For example, 3 bulbs are connected like this na. 3 bulbs are connected like this. మనం already నేర్చుకున్నాం. With a battery along with the switch. What happened ma? Here 9 volts for example. Here 9 volts is shared by all the bulbs I told. That means it will glow with 3 volts and then 3 volts. Then what happened here? Bulb will glow dim ga glow avutayi అని నేర్పించారు. But here what happened in parallel circuit? All the bulbs will glow with 9 volts capacity. That's why all bulbs with much bright ga glow avutayi. At the same time, small disadvantage also there in this parallel circuit only. Because all the cells consume total energy from the cell or a battery, that's why chemicals are completed fast ga complete అయిపోతాయి. At the same time, one more small disadvantage is parallel connection needs more copper wire is needed in a parallel circuit. That's why it's very expensive than series circuit. Right ma? So this is about the behavior of the bulbs and cells when they are connected in series and parallel. Finally, the conclusion about the series and parallel circuit: if bulbs are connected in series, entire EMF is shared by all the bulbs. Right? But if the bulbs are connected in parallel, each and every bulb will glow with the maximum capacity of the battery or a cell. Right? Now, coming to the next concept in electricity lesson, that is power. Power, or simply it is also called as electric power. Electric power. So before going to the definition of power, how to define this, I will give a small example regarding power. For example, we have to do some amount of work. మనం కొంత వర్క్ చేయాలి. How much work we have to do means 20 joules of work we have to do. Joule is the unit of work, SI unit of work. ఎంత వర్క్ చేయాలి? 20 joules of work. So this 20 joules of work done by a machine. Done by a machine within only 15 minutes. ఒక మెషిన్ వర్క్ ఈ 20 joules of work ని కంప్లీట్ చేసింది within only 15 minutes. But the same amount of work done, 20 joules of work only done by a single man, a person. Done the same amount of 20 joules of work within 1 hour. He took how much time, amma? 1 hour time he took. So what you observe from this example? The same amount of work, 20 joules, done by a machine within less time, but the same work done by a man with more time. That means now we have a small relation in between work and time. మనకి వర్క్ కి టైం కి ఒక కొత్త రిలేషన్ చెప్తోంది. That is call it as power. దాన్నే మనం పవర్ అని చెప్తాం. Simply how to define the power, amma? Power is that nothing but a rate of doing work. ఎంత టైం తీసుకుంటోంది? Simply how to define this, amma? Rate of doing work is called it as power. See, this machine is more powerful than man అని చెప్పొచ్చు మనం. Because machine within less time it completed 20 joules of work. Machine ki chala machine is very powerful అని మనం చెప్పొచ్చు. That means power is equal to work by time. In a mathematical manner, power is rewrite as P is equal to W by T with the help of variables. Symbols. Power symbol is P, work symbol is W, and the time symbol is T. P is equal to W by T is the default formula of power. Yes, from this formula we have number of formulas. Let us see. So from this, first of all, we have to write the auxiliary summa. Auxiliary formula for work. Work formula is power into time. Power into time. Work. At the same time, one more formula from this is time. How to calculate time through power? Yes, we can calculate by work by power. These two are auxiliary formulas from the power default formula. Yes, observe this equation. Observe this formula carefully. You know, formula for work done. Formula for work done. In which situation work is said to be done? మన వర్క్ ఎప్పుడు జరిగిందని చెప్తామమ్మా. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ యూ అప్లైడ్ సమ్ ఫోర్స్ ఆన్ ఎనీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ యాజ్ పుల్ ఆర్ యాజ్ పుష్, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ షుడ్ బి డిస్ప్లేస్డ్. దట్ మీన్స్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ షుడ్ చేంజ్ ఇట్స్ పొజిషన్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ టు అనదర్ ప్లేస్. సో ఇన్ దిస్ సిచ్యువేషన్ వర్క్ ఈజ్ సెడ్ టు బి డన్. దట్ మీన్స్ వర్క్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో defined as the product of force and displacement. Work is equal to F into S అని చెప్తాం. Force into displacement. Now this work formula we can substitute in the power formula. Power is equal to F into S bar by T. Instead of work, what we have to write, amma? F into S we have to write. Yes, from this జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి. Displacement by time gives for us velocity. What ma? Displacement by time gives velocity, rate of change of displacement. And నేర్చుకున్నాం మనం kinematics concept లో. That's why instead of S bar by T, V bar we can write. One more formula for power is force into velocity. Right. One more formula, force is equal to mass into acceleration. One more. Force is nothing but the product of mass and acceleration. Right. So one more formula also. Weight. The force applied by the earth on the object due to gravity. Weight is equal to n, right? Mass into acceleration due to gravity mg. Right. So we can substitute instead of force here or here as mg or ma also. Okay. For example, if you can substitute in the formula of power instead of force as mg, weight in substitute chesam mg into instead of displacement we can substitute as h displacement for freely falling body or for vertically projected body. Height kadamma, kabatti displacement we can consider as height whole by time taken. In denominator time we have no by time taken. Yes, you know mgh is nothing but a potential energy, pe, potential energy by time. See this number of formulas for power. So these all formulas represent the formula for power of the machine or power of man. Once again, see, power is work done by time, and work is also defined as force into displacement. So instead of displacement by time, we can write it as velocity. Second formula of power is force into velocity. So instead of force, we can substitute mass into acceleration or mass into acceleration due to gravity also. So from that finally, we get one more formula for power as potential energy into potential energy by time taken. Right? Now, so these all are the formulas to calculate the power of machine or power of man. But now this concept we discussed in electricity lesson, right? That means not only for machines and men, for electric appliances has also some power. Electric appliances kuda power untundi. That means for electrical appliances ki power ela calculate cheyali. We have a small formula. So for electrical appliances, power you can calculate it by electrical energy by time taken. How to calculate, amma? Instead of normal formula, power is equal to work by time, a small change. Instead of work, electrical energy we have to substitute. Why, ma'am? Yes, here work and energy both are interrelated terms. Right, amma? So let us consider a small electric circuit along with switch and bulb. So what I told amma, when the switch is in on position, bulb will glow. So what happened inside the circuit? Electrons are travelled from negative terminal of the cell to positive terminal of the cell. Electrons are travelled in the sense charge can travel from the point A to from the point B. Entamma charge anedi travel avutundi. So once the charge can travel from one point to another point, here some work is done. At the same time, here electron utilizes some amount of energy. Such a type of energy is called as electrical energy. Understood? Right? For example, when the switch is in on position for the fan or a light or a TV, what happened? From that copper wire, number of electrons will travel. That means negative charge will travel from one terminal of the cell to another terminal of the cell or any source. Ikkada mana cell తీసుకున్నాం. Household appliances ki mains is the source. So in each and every situation, electrons can do some amount of work కొంత వర్క్ చేస్తాయి. ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఇట్ యుటిలైజెస్ సమ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ కన్జ్యూమ్స్. యుటిలైజెస్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ఇట్ కన్జ్యూమ్స్ సమ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ఎనర్జీ. Such energy is nothing but a electrical energy. So that's why what is the formula for power of electrical appliances, Amma? That is electrical energy consumed by the appliance by how much time it took for consuming such energy. Very important formula. Right. So from this you can calculate electrical energy. Electrical energy ni మనం ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తాం? Yes, electrical energy we can calculate it by the formula voltage into current into time taken. One more formula for electrical energy is voltage into current into time taken. So దాన్ని మనం సింపుల్ గా V into I into T అనే ఫార్ములాతో నేర్చుకుంటాం. Right? So therefore finally calculate power of electrical appliances by the formula V into I into time whole by time taken. Here I wrote only the formula for electrical energy or simply work. ఎంత వర్క్ జరిగింది by the electron. ఎంత వర్క్ జరిగిందమ్మా? What is the voltage of the cell? How much current it can draw in that circuit and how much time it took. The product of voltage and current and time taken gives work done by the electron or energy consuming by the electron. That's why instead of work done or instead of electrical energy, here I substituted V into I into T. Now after cancellation of time and time in numerator and denominator, we get the new formula for power, especially for electric appliances, that is voltage into current. Voltage into current, that is P is equal to V into I. One more formula for power only for electric appliances. In which situation we use this formula, Amma? In a numerical, voltage is given like 220 volts. Voltage supplied in our home enta Amma? 220 volts. This is the maximum voltage అన్నమాట. ప్రతి హౌస్ లోను మనకి 220 volts voltage ఉంటుంది. So how much current it can travel? ఎంత కరెంట్ ట్రావెల్ అవుతోంది? For example 2 amperes current it can be drawn in the circuit. So with the help of these two, we have to calculate power of the appliance. So in this situation, we use this formula. Right. Now coming to the units, which units we have to use to measure the electric power or simply power. Power is the physical quantity. We can measure kadamma. So every physical quantity has units. So first of all, SI unit of power. From the formula only we have to write it down. So in numerator we have joule. I mean work is there, no? SI unit of work is joule and SI unit of time is second. Simply joule second inverse or kg meter square by second square is the actual form of joule. Work by time kadama. Work in joule is nothing but a unit of work. So work in the sense force into displacement. Into second inverse you can write it as 1 by second. Then second square into second cube, kg meter square by second cube or kg meter square into second power -3. One more. Finally, it is simply represented by the standard unit watt. W-A-T-T. Symbol is capital W. Finally, the SI unit of power is watt. W-A-T-T. In the same manner, CGS unit also you can. So, CGS unit. Same. Instead of joule, erg will come. erg by second, or simply erg second inverse. Same like kg meter square by second square, here also we can write erg as gram centimeter square by second square into 1 by second. Second inverse is 1 by second. Right now, that means gram centimeter into second power minus 3. Simply the CGS unit is erg second inverse or erg by second. But there is no short form like watt in CGS system. Yes, you have a relation here. 1 joule second inverse is equal to 10 to the power of 7 erg second inverse. Erg second inverse. Since you know 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 erg kadamma. From that only I wrote here 1 joule second inverse is 10 power 7 erg second inverse. So through any formula, not only through this, through force into velocity or through potential energy by time also, you get the same units of power as watt and joule by second or simply watt and erg by second in CGS system. Right now? Now coming to the units of electrical energy. How much energy consumed by the appliances? Enta energy ni consume chestunnai. 6. What you learned ma? Power of electric appliances manam em nerchukunnam? How to calculate electrical energy consumed by the appliance by time taken. So from this you can write it as electrical energy. Electrical energy is equal to power into time. Just now you learnt power unit is watt, symbol is W, into generally time we can calculate it in hours. Instead of seconds, మనం general గా hours use చేస్తాం. ఎందుకంటే generally electrical appliances, for example fan or any bulb or air conditioner continuously working at least minimum 1 hour or half an hour, but not in 1 second or 2 seconds kadamma. So that's why generally electrical energy ni మనం measure చేసినప్పుడు within hours or within half an hours లో మనం time ని కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటాం. So finally what is the first unit of electrical energy amma? Watt hour. Simply only watt represent unit of power, watt hour represent unit of energy, electrical energy that too. So watt hour means what ma? Watt hour means ela define chestam? Watt is the unit of power అని చెప్పాను కదా, WATT. That means here any appliance power of 1 watt, then power ఎంత ఉందమ్మా? 1 watt ఉంది. Different appliances has different powers. In our material we have a tabular form. They gave the power of bulb 60 watt, 40 watt, and power of television they gave power of air conditioner, power of iron box 1000 watts. Like this different appliances has different power. For example, if that type of appliance power is 1 watt, for example, which is used continuously in 1 hour. 1 hour పాటు యూజ్ చేసాం. అలా యూజ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందమ్మా? అది కొంత ఎనర్జీని కన్జ్యూమ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. ఎవ్రీ మంత్ మనకి ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ బిల్ వస్తుంది కదా. నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్ దే మెన్షన్డ్ ఇన్ దట్ బిల్ క్లియర్లీ. అట్ ద బాటమ్ ఆఫ్ ద బిల్ దే మెన్షన్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్, ఎన్ని యూనిట్స్ని కన్జ్యూమ్ చేసుకుంది అనేది మెన్షన్ చేస్తుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ సింప్లీ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఎనర్జీ. ఓకే, సో one more unit is kilowatt hour. Watt hour and kilowatt hour, small difference. Here appliance power you took 1 watt to know. Here appliance power is 1000 watt. Instead of 1 watt, 1000 watts I took. You know 1000 watt is nothing but a 1 kilowatt kadamma. 1000 watts means 1 kilowatt. Same 1000 watt power ఉన్న ఒక అప్లయన్స్ ని లేదంటే 1 కిలోవాట్ పవర్ ఉన్న ఒక అప్లయన్స్ ని కంటిన్యూస్ గా 1 అవర్ యూజ్ చేసాం. ది బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎయిర్ కండిషనర్, ఏసీ, కంటిన్యూస్లీ వర్కింగ్ విత్ ఇన్ 1 అవర్. సో హౌ మచ్ ఎనర్జీ కన్జ్యూమ్డ్ ఇన్ దట్ సిచ్యువేషన్? ఎంత ఎనర్జీ కన్జ్యూమ్ అయిందమ్మా? 1 కిలోవాట్ అవర్ ఎనర్జీ కన్జ్యూమ్ అయింది. Right. So simply 1 kilowatt hour is nothing but a 1 unit of electrical energy. 1 kilowatt hour means 1 unit. ఒక యూనిట్ కన్జ్యూమ్ అయింది అని అర్థం. సో ఇలా మనకి ఎవ్రీ మంత్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్ దే రిప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ద బిల్, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ బిల్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 150 యూనిట్స్, 120 యూనిట్స్, 75 యూనిట్స్, 1000 యూనిట్స్. బిగ్ ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ తీసుకుంటే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్ అనేవి ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి. ఇన్ వెరీ బిగ్ హౌస్ ఆల్సో మోర్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్ దే కన్జ్యూమ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ మోర్ అప్లయన్సెస్ ఇన్ దట్ హోమ్. సింప్లీ 1 kilowatt hour is how many units amma? 1 unit. Right. After that, a small relation here. A small relation is very important. Yes, you know, just now you learnt 1 watt hour, you can write it as 1 watt into 1 hour. 1 hour. Just relation in between watt and joule. Joule ki watt ki relation chuddam. So you can write it as 1 watt as 1 joule by second through formula into 1 hour you can write it as 3600 seconds. That means 1 watt hour is simply 36 into 10 square joules. 36 into 10 square joules are simply 3.6 kilojoule. 3.6 kilojoule. Similarly, you can derive the relation between kilowatt hour and joule also. Kilowatt hour. Yes, 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 kilowatt into 1 hour. Okay, so 1 kilowatt is how many watts ma? 1000 watt into 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Right, so it can be rewrite as 36 into 10 power 5, here 3 zeros, here 2 zeros. We can rewrite as 10 power 5. Watt is nothing but a joule by second into second. Again second will get cancelled. So finally 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 36 into 10 power 5 joules or simply 3.6 megajoule. So this is the relation between watt hour and joule and kilowatt hour and joule. So very important point we have to remember, students, that is in every month we have to pay the electricity bill in terms of units. Any units consume అయ్యాయి అనేది మనకి ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ బిల్ ఎలా ఇస్తారంటే with the help of kilowatt hour meter. దాన్నే మనం ఎలక్ట్రిక్ మీటర్ అని పిలుస్తూ ఉంటాం. Actual name of that meter is kilowatt hour meter. So how to calculate the bill amma? Number of appliances consumed in 1 month. How much energy consumed? Enta energy ni consume chesayi. Right. How much time they took? Enta time తీసుకున్నాయి. Right. With the help of that we can calculate number of units consumed per day or for 10 days or for 1 month also. Let us see a small example regarding kilowatt hour and how to pay the electricity bill. Right. So, read the problem. A classroom is fitted 3 tube lights of 40 watt each and 2 fans of 60 watt each. These all appliances working 8 hours per day. So, he is asking calculate the electrical energy consumed per 30 days. 1 month adugutunnadu. How many units are consumed per 30 days? At the same time, how much electricity bill we have to pay? So that is the question. So simple solution. First of all, we have to write the given data. Power he gave, Power of first of all 3 tube lights he gave. So that's why 3 into 40 watt. Each tube light they gave 40 watt. So that's why the power is 120 watt for 3 tube lights. Similarly for fans. For fans, 2 fans he gave of 60 watt. 60 watt. Again 120 watt is the power of fans. Then the total power is 240 watt. 240 watt. So how to calculate electrical energy amma? ఎలా calculate చేస్తాం ఎనర్జీని? Power into time kada? Power into time taken. So total power is 240 watt. So all these appliances are used 8 hours per day. 8 hours per day. That is 1920 watt hour is the electrical energy consumed for how many days? Only 1 day. 1 day. But what I told, how many units of electrical energy consumed, we can measure only in kilowatt hour, not in watt hour. Kilowatt hour lone మనం measure చేస్తాం because 1 kilowatt hour is 1 unit కాబట్టి. That's why smallest unit only kilowatt hour. Starting unit kilowatt hour అవుతుంది. That's why it should be converted into kilowatt hour as multiplied by 1 by 1000. By 1000 we get electrical energy in kilowatt hour. So after cancellation of the 2 zeros we get electrical energy as 192 by 100 kilowatt hour. So this is the energy for only 1 day. But how many days he is asking in the first question ma? 30 days. For 30 days he is asking. So into 30. For example 10 days he is asking into 10. 15 days into 15 like that. So that means again these 2 zeros will cancel. So electrical energy is 576 by 10 simply 57.6 kilowatt hour. 57.6 kilowatt hour. So you can directly rewrite as 15.6 units because 1 kilowatt hour is 1 unit kadamma. That's why 15.6 units. Now you can calculate the cost of electricity also. Enta bill manam pay chesamu because of these units. Right? So how to calculate? That is 57.6 into 4 rupees. 57.6 into 4 rupees. That is 230.4 rupees. Around 230 rupees. Around 230 rupees bill we have to pay for 1 month because of these 3 bulbs of 40 watt and 2 fans of 60 watt used in our classrooms. So this is the process to calculate kilowatt hour numericals. Right ma? Thank you.